One country charges 0. Another quietly takes 48% of everything you earn. Right now, more than 50 countries are competing for remote workers. Free visas, tax breaks, beachfront co-working spaces. But here is what nobody tells you. 3 of the most popular programs have a hidden trap that could cost you thousands. We ranked the 10 best digital nomad visas in 2026, and we are calling out every single catch. The country that started it all. Estonia launched the world's first digital nomad visa in 2020, and it is still one of the most straightforward programs out there. €80. Apply online. Done in 15 days. But here is the catch nobody mentions. The income requirement is €4,500 per month. That is the highest on this entire list. Stay under 183 days, and you pay 0 Estonian tax. Cross that line, and a flat 22% kicks in on everything. Plus a new 2% surcharge on e-residency company fees as of January 2026. Estonia is a pioneer, but the price of admission keeps climbing. $50. That is the entire application fee. Mauritius has the cheapest digital nomad visa on planet Earth. The premium visa gives you 1 year, renewable, with an income requirement of just $1,500 per month. No income tax on foreign earnings if you stay under 183 days. Cross that threshold, and a flat 15% rate kicks in, but only on money you actually bring into the country. Keep your earnings offshore, and Mauritius does not touch them. Cost of living runs $1,200 to $2,000 per month. The trade-off is real though. Internet speeds are inconsistent. The co-working scene is tiny, and you are 4 to 8 hours ahead of every US time zone. Mauritius is a tropical bargain, but it is built for people who do not need to be on calls at 9 a.m. Eastern. $1,100 per month. That is all Colombia asks. The lowest income requirement on this list. In a country where a comfortable apartment in Medellin costs $500 and a full meal is $3. The digital nomad visa gives you 2 full years, with a total cost under $300. No Colombian tax on foreign income, as long as you stay under 183 days in any rolling 12-month period. But cross that invisible line, and Colombia's progressive tax rates go all the way up to 39%. This is not a calendar year calculation. Colombia counts every single day across a rolling window. Medellin's weather is 24 degrees Celsius year-round, 75 Fahrenheit. The food scene is incredible. The nightlife is world-class. But you need to count your days like your bank account depends on it. Because it does. Malaysia's DE Rantau Pass is Southeast Asia's best-kept secret. $225. Up to 24 months. And foreign-sourced income is generally not taxed at all. Kuala Lumpur gives you world-class infrastructure, 1 gigabit internet, and a cost of living between $1,000 and $1,500 per month. But there is a confusing 2-tier income requirement. Tech professionals need just $24,000 per year. Everyone else needs $60,000. That is a 2.5x gap based entirely on your job title. Freelancers get a tax credit for their first 182 days. Employees working for foreign companies get 60 days completely tax-free, then may owe Malaysian income tax after that. The tax rules are murkier than any other country on this list. But if you are in tech and earn over $2,000 per month, Malaysia is one of the best deals in Asia. Costa Rica uses a territorial tax system, and that single word, territorial, changes everything. Foreign-sourced income is not taxed. Period. Number 1, 83-day trap. No remittance trap. No asterisks. If you earn money from clients outside Costa Rica, it stays untaxed regardless of how long you stay. The digital nomad visa costs $100, lasts 1 year, and is renewable for a second year. Income requirement is $3,000 per month. You can open a local bank account, validate your home country's driver's license, and access the public healthcare system. The cost of living is higher than other Latin American options, $1,800 to $2,500 per month. Internet outside San Jose can be spotty, and the visa explicitly bans working for Costa Rican companies. But the clean tax exemption with 0 loopholes to worry about makes Costa Rica one of the safest choices on this list. Greece offers something no other country on this list can match: a 50% tax discount that lasts 7 years. Stay under 6 months, and you are exempt from Greek taxes entirely. But if you register as a tax resident and commit to at least 2 years, Greece cuts your income tax in half under a special incentive regime. On a $60,000 income, that saves you roughly $8,000 per year. Over 7 years, that is $56,000. The visa costs about €75, with an income requirement of €3,500 per month. Cost of living in Athens or Thessaloniki runs $1,500 to $2,200 per month. You get full Schengen zone access, which means visa-free travel across 27 European countries. The Greek islands are a ferry ride away. Bureaucracy can be slow, and the 2-year commitment is a real lock-in. But for anyone planning a long-term European base, the math is hard to beat. 5 years. That is how long Thailand's Destination Thailand visa lasts. No other digital nomad visa on this list comes close. $280 for a multiple entry visa with 180 days per entry, extendable to 360. And instead of a monthly income requirement, Thailand asks for $14,500 in savings. That is it. No monthly proof, no payslips, no employer letters. Cost of living in Chiang Mai is $1,000 to $1,400 per month. Bangkok runs $1,400 to $1,800. Stay under 180 days per calendar year, and you pay zero income tax. But Thailand changed its remittance rules in 2025. If you stay over 180 days and bring foreign income into the country in the same tax year it was earned, it is now taxable. The workaround: keep earnings in offshore accounts and only remit previous year income. Thailand is incredible value, but the tax rules now require careful planning. 0%. No thresholds. No remittance rules. No asterisks. The UAE has no personal income tax system at all. Dubai's virtual working program costs $1,200 to $2,100, including medical tests, Emirates ID, and visa stamping, plus $400 to $1,200 per year in mandatory health insurance. Processing takes just 5 to 7 business days. That is the fastest on this entire list. Income requirement is $3,500 per month for employees, $5,000 for business owners. Dubai's infrastructure is world-class. Gigabit internet, modern co-working spaces, direct flights to practically everywhere. The price you pay is the cost of living. A decent apartment starts at $1,800. A comfortable lifestyle runs $2,500 to $4,000 per month. Summers hit 45 degrees Celsius, 113 Fahrenheit. But if you earn $8,000 or more per month and want absolute tax certainty, Dubai is the cleanest zero-tax option on earth. Croatia combines 3 things that almost never come together: full tax exemption on foreign income, affordable European cost of living, and 18 months of stay. The digital nomad residence permit costs just €60. 60, that is less than a dinner in most European capitals. Income requirement is €3,295 per month. Number 1, 83-day trap. No remittance rules. For the entire 18-month duration, your foreign-sourced income is completely exempt from Croatian tax. Cost of living on the Adriatic coast runs $1,200 to $1,800 per month. Croatia is an EU member state, so you get Schengen-adjacent travel access. Split and Dubrovnik in summer are stunning. The only catch is you must leave the country for 6 months before you can renew. Winter on the coast is cold and quiet, but the nomad community is growing fast. For the price of a coffee, you get 18 months of tax-free European living. Croatia is the best deal in Europe. Free. The visa costs absolutely nothing. Georgia's Remotely from Georgia program has zero application fee, a $2,000 per month income requirement, and gives you a full year of residency. More than 90 nationalities can enter visa-free. Apply online. No embassy visit. Approved in days. But the real story is the tax structure. Set up as an individual entrepreneur, and Georgia charges just 1% on your international income. 1% on $80,000 of annual income. That is $800 per year in total tax. Meanwhile, Tbilisi's cost of living runs $800 to $1,400 per month. Fast internet, legendary food and wine culture. One of the safest countries in Europe. Georgia is not in the EU, so there is no Schengen access. Banking can be frustrating for foreigners. Winters in Tbilisi are cold, but on pure value, free visa, 1% tax, $1,000 per month living costs. Nothing else on this planet comes close. So those are the top 10, but we promised you 3 hidden traps. Countries that sound incredible on paper but quietly drain your wallet. Trap number 1. Portugal. Everyone talks about the D8 digital nomad visa and Portugal's famous flat tax rate. But that program, the INCHAR, died on January 1st, 2024. The replacement only covers tech and research professionals. Everyone else falls under Portugal's standard progressive rates, up to 48%, one of the highest in Europe. And the immigration agency, AMA, has month-long backlogs just for an appointment. Trap number 2. Spain. The Beckham Law offers a 24% flat tax rate. Sounds perfect, but it only applies to employees. If you are a freelancer, which most remote workers are, you do not qualify. Standard Spanish rates go up to 47%. Plus mandatory social security contributions add €300 per month on top. Stay 183 days, and you are a tax resident regardless of what visa you hold. Trap number 3. Barbados. The welcome stamp charges $2,000 upfront. Zero local tax sounds great until you realize Barbados has a 17.5% VAT on everything. Restaurant meals cost $100 to $150 for two, and a decent lifestyle requires $3,500 to $4,700 per month. You save on income tax and lose it all on living costs. The pattern is clear. The best digital nomad visas in 2026 are not in Western Europe or the Caribbean. They are in Eastern Europe, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. Countries that are actively competing for your money, not quietly taxing it away. Which country would you actually move to? Georgia for the 1% tax, Croatia for the beaches, or Thailand for the 5-year visa? Tell us in the comments. And if you want more data-driven rankings that actually save you money, subscribe and hit the bell. We break down the numbers nobody else talks about.